Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Sean Farrell podcast. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Jesus Christ is the Lord. Let's get right into it. So, I have taken a few days off. I've taken a couple of days off um, from putting out content, and and I know um, people are going to talk about well, did you take a few days off because of the election results? No, I did not. Um, this was way before the election. I had planned on taking a few days off, um, mainly because I was just fatigued. I was tired. Um, really wasn't sleeping well. Um, and so I just needed a break. I just needed a break. And I was going to bring you all some content um, last week. But I was just way too tired, way too fatigued with work. Got stuff going on got some stuff going on personally. Um, so just dealing with all of that, just felt that um, it would be the necessary time to just to take a several day break from making content. Um, I was gonna bring y'all some content the other day, but I still wasn't quite feeling up to it. I still wasn't really quite feeling up to it, and so I feel good today. Um, my body doesn't feel heavy. Um, so I feel good today. So today is the perfect time to come back out of my several day hiatus to once again bring you all content. Okay, so I just want to start right there. Coming out of a depressive episode, um, doing things that normally you could handle, but when you're in a depressive episode, you can't. Um, for instance, um, when I was able to come up out of this depressive episode, I thought about the emails that I missed. And when I opened up my emails this morning, I had 462 unread emails, okay? Which is primarily stuff that doesn't matter. Which my emails are primarily stuff that doesn't matter. Probably only once in a while. Um, Important emails like Zoom meetings, appointment reminders, um, that sort of stuff. Okay. So I was also able to get some cleaning done um, coming out of the depressive episode. And But um, for others coming out of a depressive episode, it can be a really, really tall task. Um, because when you're in a depressive episode, you really can't do anything. You really can't do anything. You can't wash your dishes. You can't um, wash your clothes. You can't shower. You can't clean your house. You can't go out and socialize. You can't go to the grocery store. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't sleep well. You can't go to work. You underperform at work if you do go to work because you are just so trapped within this depressive episode. And then when the depressive episode lifts, you realize that you have all these things stacked upon you. Then that can be daunting. And so the way that you can handle those things when coming out of a depressive episode, just take it one task at a time. Just take it one task at a time. Like when you have a lot of stuff built up, just say, okay, for this moment, I'm going to focus on washing the dishes and not focus on anything else. So you focus on washing the dishes, get that done, and you say to yourself, okay, got that done. Now, what do I want to focus on next? Do I want to focus on washing my clothes? Don't want to focus on cleaning the house? Don't want to focus on cleaning room, taking a shower, whatnot? Then you choose the next, excuse me. You focus on choosing the next task. And say, okay, well, I'm going to wash my clothes, which is a small task. Washing your clothes is, that's a small task. So just take it one day at a time. Just take it one task at a time. Y'all see how I'm butchering everything since I came up out of a depressive episode. But yeah, just break it down into smaller tasks. The things that you weren't able to get done when you were in a depressive episode, just break it down into smaller tasks. Okay? And that'll help you better manage your energy. It can give you like a sole focus to one thing in particular to focus on without having to focus on a million other things at one time. Okay? So the best thing you can do when getting stuff done when coming out of a depressive episode is just breaking them down one by one, not in big, huge tasks. That's where the depression can come back in and the overwhelm can easily come back in. Okay. Also, November is Men's Mental Health Month. Okay. And I've talked about this in the last video. About close to 85 to 100 men take their life every week. Okay. And it is accepted that men do not talk about what we're going through mentally. Okay. Because there's a certain stigma attached to being a man, managing your emotions. Okay. It's okay for a man to show his emotions. Okay. For me, I show my emotions. Okay. I'm speaking for myself personally. For me, I show my emotions, just not in certain places. Okay. I don't show my emotions in certain places. Okay. primarily when I'm at the gym or when I'm out at work, or just out and about. You know, I'm really not thinking about well, let's just say certain things aren't on my mind. Um, at certain times when I'm doing stuff, certain things aren't on my mind. Okay. Now, when I get back home, come back to they may come back to me. Certain emotions like sadness, depression may come back to me, and they may even pop up even while I'm out. But as far as showing my emotions, um, I do show my emotions. It's just that I don't show them in certain places. Okay. Um, but again, there are times where people can pick up, um, what you're feeling just through your facial expressions. Okay. And I don't know if facial expressions are a sign of emotion or not, but people can can feel or pick up what you're feeling just through facial expressions. I've told this story before. At a job I used to work at, okay, I was picking up paper to shred at Rhodes College, okay, and I went into one of the offices to pick up the paper to shred, and this woman noticed that I had one of the most downtrodden, depressed, sad looks on my face. And she noticed that. And so when I walked in, the first thing she said was, "Are you feeling okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Um, got the got had the paper to shred, handed the clipboard to her, signed over the paperwork. And then she asked me again. She said, "Are you sure you're feeling okay?" Yes, I'm feeling fine. But before I could say I was feeling fine, she said, "Are you sure you're feeling okay? Are you just having a bad day?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, 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 yeah. That's it. I'm just having a bad day. I'm just having a bad day." Okay. So sometimes you don't have to show emotion. It can just come out in your facial expressions. And your facial expressions say all that they need to know. Okay. Even when I talk on this channel about some of the experiences that I went through, this one person who watches this channel said, um, they could tell that something was broken. There was a fracture somewhere. And I was asked, "What's the status of your relationship with your family?" I said, "Well, it's kind of a wee bit broken, just a wee bit. Um, all those things are starting to mend, but it's still just a wee bit broken." So then they were like, "Yeah, I can kind of sense that the way you were talking, there's a fracture somewhere." So sometimes you don't need to show emotion. They can tell it by your facial expressions or the way you talk. Okay, so, all right, that's it. And that's all for the Sean Farrell podcast. I am out of the depressive episode. I feel pretty good. So, which means I probably might be bringing y'all some content this week. So, God bless. Peace out. Jesus Christ is Lord. Amen. I'm out.